Hey, everybody. We have a new moon in Aquarius to tell you about today. I'm Jamie Kale Miller of Pandora Astrology. I'm in Berkeley, California.
And I'm Julia Mijas, also of Pandora, and I'm joining in from San Francisco.
And this moon in Aquarius actually happened January 31st, as you can see on the chart. It's now February, but we're reporting this moon now. It's still very much in effect on February 1st. You can see that the moon is together with the sun here in Aquarius. That's what a new moon is. It's when the sun and the moon come together every month. And it's often a time of planting new seeds, of rebirth, starting over, usually in the ways that fit with the sign that this falls in, which is Aquarius, notably a sign of genius. This moon also blends with the energies of Saturn right here in Aquarius, very close to the sun and moon. And there's some lovely harmony with Chiron right here in the form of a sextile and a stressful square over here to Uranus. Julia, when you look at this chart, what thoughts come to your mind?
Well, in terms of moons, Aquarius moons, because it's an air sign, they tend not to be, the most emotionally expressive moons. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And so this isn't a super emotional moon. This is one which might be a little bit more rational, where people are a bit more stuck in their heads. That conjunction from Saturn might even mean there's a little bit of inhibition to expressing oneself, perhaps. And, anything happening in the sign of Aquarius, being the sign of groups, means that this new beginning, this new activity could also involve other people than just yourself.
Yeah, I think that Saturn, the addition of Saturn, makes this moon downright stoical. And Aquarius is a sign of tribe. It has to do with friends, networks, communities, groups of people of like mind that you feel a sense of belonging with. So a new moon in Aquarius suggests planting seeds of community, in community, birthing new friendships, for example.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds really nice. And Saturn in Aquarius here is saying, apply a little discipline, apply a little structure, have a care for your reputation. So you would want to start new friendships that are characterized by mutual respect, I would think. What do you think of that square to Uranus?
Oh, wow. Well, the square to Uranus is kind of interesting. It's really, even though the Uranus is very tightly square, that moon sun conjunction, it is somewhat widely square Saturn too. It's kind of like this is the last kind of gasp of that transiting Uranus Saturn square we were dealing throughout 2021. This is,
Yes.
It's captured a little bit in this moon. So there still might be themes of that square that kind of comes out. And with Uranus and Saturn, Saturn is about structure, stability, and Uranus is about the opposite of those things. Uranus likes to throw a spanner in the works of structure and kind of, shake things up a little bit. So this could be one of there's some tension here for sure between Saturn and Uranus, between the old guard and the new.
Yeah, absolutely. And the moon being in Aquarius, it wants to plant seeds of the new, the forward thinking. And yet Saturn is saying, proceed slowly, proceed with the old ways in mind. And, with dignity and integrity and so forth. And I think that really applies to communities as well. The square with Uranus would bring in a quality of stress and reactivity that might influence the communities that you're a part of. But Saturn is, I think, trying really hard to hold it all together, to maintain that sense of structure and that sense of, continuity with the past. Then we have Chiron here. This strikes me as a really sweet part of this moon because of the themes of healing and integration and hybridization even that Chiron brings in. Chiron is the best planet for taking things that have felt separate or split or torn apart and bringing them back together and creating or recreating wholeness where things had been broken. What are your thoughts about this placement of Chiron in this moon, Julia?
It could be a wonderful placement. I love how you put all that, and it could be a really wonderful placement for trying to mend things with friendships, or perhaps even mend things with groups that have become a little bit splintered. Maybe it was just dealing with a pandemic and everybody had to kind of scatter and be on their own a little bit, or other types of ways that things could have splintered. I mean, the Uranus square might mean that you kind of want to go your own way. It's kind of like a little bit of a push of the and pull with, I want to be with the group and a little bit on my own at the same time. But I do think that there could be, some greater cohesion going on in the groups and with your relationships with others.
Yeah, I think that's really true. And the addition of Chiron here is very sweet. Chiron in Aries is the truth sayer, likes to create healing through assertion, through speaking honestly. And so that's a really nice addition to all this too. Well, that's what we have for you today. Hope you enjoyed that. You can always find videos about the moons of the month on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology on YouTube. And this one you'll find in the February 2022 news playlist. Also, you will find the news of the month on our website, pandoraastrology.com, on the monthly forecast page. And if you like watching these videos every month and you would like to see Julia or myself in person, you can find readings in the readings tab on our website, pandoraastrology.com. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye-bye.
Bye.